What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy Judgmental Podcast,
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
and I'm Leroy. So here's our wrap up of the Philadelphia Eagles and LA Rams game. The Eagles won 33 to 26. Here's some stats. On the Rams side, Matthew Stafford, 19 for 33, 196 yards passing, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Rushing, we have Kyron Williams, 20 carries, 94 yards, and we have Blake Crum, eight
Corum.
carries, Corum, 8 carries for 53 yards. On the receiving side, we have Puka Nakua, 11 receptions, 112 yards, and we have
Let me ask you something. How many targets did he get?
is it 15?
Jesus. All right.
And we have Devontae Adams. Here you go. We have Devontae Adams, 3 receptions, 56 yards, 1 touchdown.
Hold on. You said Nakua, then you went right to Devontae Adams.
I gave his stats already: 11 receptions, 112
Oh, so you
yards.
don't. You was done with them.
Yeah, and then that's when you
Okay.
was done. You asked me about the targets.
Okay.
On the Eagles side, we got Jalen Hurts, 21 for 32, 226 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he had that fumble too, if you want to. He had a fumble, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
fumbled,
had a fumble, yeah.
and then it's gonna blame Hurts for fumbling. Like, goddamn, he got smacked from the blind side with no protection.
Right. We got Saquon Barkley, 18 carries, 46 yards. Jalen Hurts, 9 carries for 40 yards with 1 touchdown. On the receiving side, we got A.J. Brown, 6 receptions, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. He was the target 10 times, if you wanted to know.
Well, that's what I said too when I sent that text. He should get 10 targets a game.
Devontae Smith, 8 receptions, 60 yards, and 1 touchdown. He had 9 targets. Dallas Goedert, 1 reception, 33 yards, and 1 touchdown. So, what are your thoughts on this game?
It was exciting game. You know what I mean? I ain't never give up. I thought like this shit getting way out of hand. But the one shining thing that we did have going for us, them motherfuckers couldn't get in the end zone. They kept getting down there, but couldn't punch it in. I remember some years back when we was in that same boat with the Eagles. We march down there and just keep walking away with three, and that's why you lose. When you
Yep.
down there, you got to get seven. You can't keep fucking around. It's okay to get three here and there, but sooner or later you got to get in there. You can't keep kicking field goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, poor performance for it wasn't Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts wasn't the cause of that first half. That was your offensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator. First of all, your special teams. The hell of a job by the Rams by doing the special teams where how the way they were kicking the ball. That's why I was
But
telling then. Go ahead.
that was good, but our guys couldn't even catch the ball or pick up the ball. They fumbling it around. That's why we kept getting the ball inside the 20 every time because all they had to do was catch it or pick it up the first time, and they can get better than that. But they fumbling around with the ball. By the time they get it together, the defense on their ass.
Right. And like I was saying to Dennis, what's the percentage? If you starting at your own 9 yard line, what's the percentage of you getting a touchdown? Why
Very
you
low.
think exactly? Why you think they jump up and down when they got teams back there like that?
Because they don't score. Normally, that's a punt situation, and that's why I said he keeps trying to blame Jalen Hurts for everything. Like you
Right.
can't. Like you said, you mentioned the field. I mentioned the protection and the play calling. So
Right.
if all of those ain't intertwined, you gonna be in a shitty situation. You can't blame the quarterback for that.
Right. And
And,
as
and
you
you saw another thing. You saw that we couldn't run the ball. We kept giving it to Saquon, but he just couldn't get shit. The offensive line wasn't really doing a good job run blocking or pass blocking.
hmm and going back, as you're saying, that's pretty much a four and out when you down back that far.
Right,
And you
because you have to play conservative. You can't fumble or throw an interception.
right.
You know what I mean?
And you're punting the ball, and the other team is going to have good field position,
Yep.
which why they kept marching down the field as you was mentioning and getting the field goals. Like you said, they just weren't getting touchdowns.
Right.
But yeah, props to them, I guess. But that offensive coordinator, what the hell? First of all, you came out of the game so damn pass happy. Why?
But it was pass happy, but it was flat pass happy. Like you don't at the beginning of the game, we had some time in the pocket, but he was calling all short routes and shit.
Right,
It's like you don't want to open up the offense until we get down by a lot. How about we come out and play like this from the jump?
right,
Because Jalen Hurts can throw the ball and he's pretty accurate throwing the ball, but he just don't get the opportunities or the play calls to call that way. There's no reason for number 11, the fucking AJ Brown, to not get targets like that. He should get a lot of targets.
right, right. Uh, What else I was going to say? Secondary. I don't like how they do that. They still doing that bend but don't break
Oh yeah,
shit,
that's bullshit.
and they playing that. We don't want to get burnt for a long pass play, so we'll just give them all the underneath stuff. While they getting all the
Right.
underneath stuff, they continuously busting your ass.
So it's almost like this. We'll give you the underneath stuff, and then once you get inside the 20, that's when we'll tighten up and we'll give you three. How about just play straight defense from the rip and don't even let them march down the field underneath?
Right, right.
And
Uh,
I don't know who Bennett was, but why is Bennett on the cool? They just showed that since he's been in the league, he's like the top receiver in wide receiver in football, like as far as like targets and catches. So why
mhm.
is nobody covering him that got some skills? We got this. I don't know who the hell he was. Is he a fresh pickup or a third, fourth stringer? Like who? This is the first time I've seen Bennett as a cornerback.
Right. Yeah, that's poor. I don't like that bend but don't break shit. You constantly doing that. You did that before. Well, see, when the Eagles went on a Super Bowl run, they weren't doing that shit. They was doing it early, but when it was time to
Right.
tighten down, they weren't doing that shit. Now you starting off this season doing that bend but don't break. No, play
We
some
start
defense.
right, and we started off 7-0, and then we got the ball, and it's still that lack of days who not trying to put no pressure on them. Put some points on the board. Why they still dumbfounded? You know
Right,
what I mean?
right. And as you said in the text, let's give props to Jordan Davis too. Great game
Oh
from him.
yeah, yeah. Because
Great
he
game.
blocked both of those joints, and in that one he blocked it and picked it up, and big and probably the heaviest dude on the field, and still ran that distance to score a touchdown. That's money.
Yep. Yep. Anything else you want to talk about this game?
Uh, I know we got a rookie offensive coordinator, but he need to get his shit together. He need to open up the offense and let them boys play. I don't know why. See, when you watch ESPN, they try to make an issue and say, "Well, the offensive coordinator said the last coordinator they had said it was plays that he wanted to do, but Jalen wasn't capable." That's bullshit. What
Right.
play is he not capable of doing? He showed you can throw the ball long. He can do the quick outs and the slants. So ain't nobody trying to hear that. If just because the offense is not open, you can't just say he can't do it because it ain't open.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
The
that's not
offensive
his.
coordinators are the ones that open up the offense.
Yep. Yep. Well, you can tell that the offense coordinator, well, the offense itself is not really all that good because it was in the first half because, like you said, they weren't opening up the playbook.
Right. All underneath short passes. And then my cousin getting on Jalen Hurts for doing it. This is the coach's call. He's calling these plays. I mean, you
Yep.
can audible every now and then, but you don't want to audible every call because then you look like some old don't listen to the coach type player.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to go on Twitter and Philly Voice and see if people saying something that we missed.
I
I
know they
don't
was all
see
hyped when we
anything.
was down. Oh, everybody. I told you Jalen Hurts couldn't do it. Oh, I know he was catching beating for that early.
Hmm. Yeah, and I'm trying to kind of little stall in a bit to see if Dennis will come on,
Oh, he
but
ain't
I
getting
don't
on. He ain't getting on.
think.
He don't want that ass chewing we about to give him because that's what I said. Whenever the Eagles start to look bad, oh, see, I told you, oh, he can't do it. He ain't no top 10 quarterback. But when we looking good, he just cheering, but he still ain't giving Jalen his props. I never
Right.
heard him. You never hear him say like great throw by Jalen. Ooh, that was money. Good job, Jalen. He never say shit like that. But let him do nothing or fumble or something. Oh, goddamn, Jalen, here he go. Oh, he ain't no top 10. Like it's like he pick and choose when he want to talk shit. He talks shit when Jalen look bad or not doing nothing. When Jalen is looking real good, then he giving props to the Eagles. He still don't really get the props to Jalen.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't see how. And then he talking about some. Is he a top five quarterback?
Well, no, he said he not a top
He-
10.
A top 10. Okay. If you name 10 quarterbacks, I want to hear his 10
Well, he said,
quarterbacks
well, he
that's
said, he said he's not one of the top 10 quarterbacks I will want to have to try to come back in this game. Like
yeah.
you said, and what other 10 quarterbacks going to make you win this game anyway? You still need the receivers and the blocking to give him a time.
Right. Yeah, so this would have been a great game for us to be in the bar with too.
Because that John would have been going crazy.
Yep. Especially at the end. All right, so next week the Eagles play. Hold on, let me bring my stats back again. The Eagles play the Buccaneers. 1 o'clock is in Tampa Bay. What are your thoughts on? Well, Baker's like the star of the league now. So, what are your thoughts on this game?
It's funny how everybody always talk about how great Baker was, but Baker won shit when he was in Cleveland. He goes to a damn star-studded team, and then he start putting up crazy numbers. And they're a pass first team too. So if you go to these teams that's pass first and you got great receivers, yeah, your numbers are going to look good. Uh, as far as the game, it should be another battle because Baker usually plays good against us,
Right,
and he's a little dude. So if you can put pressure on him, you can beat him like any quarterback. You gotta rattle him a little bit. But if you give him all day in the pocket to pick you apart, that's what he'll do.
right. I want to see for the Eagles defensive line. I want to see at least 3 sacks. Cause one today against Matthew Stafford. Come on, we need to see some more sacks from the defensive line. I want
Well,
to
that's
see
what I said
three.
about Jalen Carter. Even though he's a big guy, you don't expect him to get a lot of sacks. He need more pressure because he still owes us a game.
Right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Nothing really.
Well, yeah, no Dennis, so.
Of course not.
Well, you can reach the
You
judge.
see, he never replied back when I said that.
Uh,
As soon as he said Jalen ain't the one to bring us back, and he bring us back, he goes silent, motherfucking crickets.
yeah. Well, you can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgmentals, Instagram at the_judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
All right.
Go Birds.